1017 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests of this program are of their own and not a reflection of Milwaukee Black Media or 1017 The Truth. Good afternoon, Milwaukee. You're tuned in to The Lunch Break on 1017 The Truth, where everything is an option on the menu.
And one thing about me, I'm a tough cookie, but I know what I can't do, and I'm not suffering. All right, I fought my whole life. I'm all right.
Excuse me, Cletus. Hoppo, who this man?
Yeah, I wasn't doing it. So I was like, I'm not paying $1,000 to sleep on somebody's couch.
Grab your lunch, hit send on that email, and get ready for the best hour of your day.
My way of thinking is that the parents do all they can, but once the kids leave out that door, whatever have you, they make their own decisions. I don't care if you're 9 or 99, it's still your decision about the situations that you get involved yourself in.
We talking about taxpaying citizens who look into their taxes. Look into this. We talking about elected officials doing backdoor deals, and somehow she still want to blame immigrants. That's what we talking about right now. We following the money, and you still want to blame black people and immigrants and welfare and all of these things for policies and backdoor deals that put poor people in worse positions.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the 3rd Street Market Hall.
Like you said, they want to pad their pockets, but they need a reason to push things through. And I guess the low-hanging fruit is, okay, well, this is a problem, right? Y'all want to fix the problem, and they just hope nobody looks into it like, wait, when did food trucks become an issue?
Here are your hosts, Ray Nitty and Maybe Shannon.
What up, y'all? What up? Welcome. Good afternoon. You are now punched in on your lunch break with Ray Nitty and Maybe Shannon on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. It's the lunch break crew, man. DJ Brother Z holding us down with the production and sound. How y'all feeling, man? It's Thursday. It is Thursday. Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursdays. When we make that today?
I don't know. That was just one of the theme nights that we used to promote when we was younger. It was Thirsty Thursdays.
Oh, back in the day when I was younger, ain't a kid anymore.
When we was promoting them nightclubs.
Here you go. Why you gotta bring that up?
It's Thirsty Thursdays. Man. Shannon, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, feeling great, feeling ready to talk. Ready to yap, ready to connect with our cousins, man. How you feeling up there?
Yeah, I feel good, man. I feel real good. We got a very informative day today, I think. I'm excited to get into what we serving. But before we do that, Shannon, please tell the people where they can find us.
Of course. You are listening to 1017 The Truth with Ray Nitty and Maybe Shannon. If you want to watch us live in studio and get into all of our silliness and also watch the chat, because we do respond to the chat. Sometimes y'all might hear us going off on tangents, but we just responding to the chat. But if you want to be a part of that chat, go over to YouTube, watch us live in studio, join the chat. If you want to give us a call, 833-212-1017. You can also text that number, but we prefer you call. We want to hear y'all voices. We want to know what our cousins sound like. Give us a call, 833-212-1017. Again, you can also text that number. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. Ray Nitty is at Ray Nitty, RayNitti, and me, Maybe Shannon. I am at Maybe Shannon, Maybeshannon across all platforms. And also, do not forget, guys, we're building our own community right now. The Lunch Break, the Break Crew. We are building a community. Follow us on Facebook at The Lunch Break. You don't want to miss out on what we got going on over there.
Man,
That's all.
you be smoking that, Shannon. Whenever I try that, it do not go. It do not. There be so much missing. Like, all right, y'all. Follow at RayNitti and MAYBE.
Follow
it. Yeah. Man, how was your evening, Shannon? How was your evening?
It was okay. It was all right. I be having a good little evening. You know what I'm saying? I just be eveninging. I'm one of them people. My days, I tell you all the time. I do so much. It feel like one big long day until I get a day off. And that be whenever. God knows when. You know. I be working like them people that we was just researching. That's what I was doing. But anyway,
That's not even funny.
What? A slave laborer. But somebody gonna pay the Pied Piper. My
Man.
bad. So what you been up to? What was your night like? I know. Did y'all celebrate the win? I wish I should have bought me some drinks.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, it ain't time to celebrate yet. It's time to work right now. It's time to work, man.
The work is almost halfway done.
Yeah.
And I feel like we do have to remind people that November we need them to show up, because I did see some statuses where I was like, are y'all slow? Like somebody was like, that ain't even the real thing. I was like, y'all just voted for no reason. I'm like, what?
Yeah, man. We got a lot of growing to do as a community. Shouts out to the chat. Aaron is him in the chat. Good afternoon, black people. Once again, make sure y'all hit us up on YouTube as well. Log in on YouTube if you can't, if you want to see what's going on, if you want to, chime in with the folks in the chat. We got a nice family in there. We got an interesting show today, man. I'm going to give y'all a quick rundown of the show. Shannon funny. Should we do it now? Okay.
What we doing? We
ain't gonna do it now. We'll give them the rundown first. We'll give them the rundown first. So first we're gonna talk about Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg. And his $350 million, 387-foot super yacht. They just drove past some folks that was in distress on the boat. So we're gonna talk about that.
Drove by. Forget you pours.
Or sailed, cruise. What's the proper word for navigating on water? Cruised by.
They cruised by.
Yeah, just cruised by them. Man, so we'll get into that and what went down with that situation. And then we want to get into Taylor Farms and the prison labor pipeline. That's what Shannon says she's been working like.
Oh my life. Look, the only difference is the pay.
Yeah.
I'm still tired, boss.
Man, I'm telling you. And they getting paid nothing. Nothing.
Nada.
But everybody else getting paid hand over fist. But we gonna dive into some of those numbers and Taylor Farms and the prison labor pipeline. Some of these numbers was actually not surprising, but I think it's important that we share this with our audience and our cousins because we need to know what's going on. Then we want to talk about what allows something like this to take place, right? And it's the 13th Amendment. So we're going to break down the see how my accent just be trying to slip out. The 13th Amendment, we're going to break it down. That Caribbean dude be fighting to get out. I swear. That sounded crazy, but.
Let me out! Stop playing with these folks and talk how you really talk, Ray.
He said floated right past Tom Hanks on Castaway. Oh my God, Shetty, you probably ain't seen Castaway, huh?
I have not.
Oh dang.
But Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I like Tom Hanks.
Yeah, you got.
Y'all seen? Never mind. Let me not go over there. I'm gonna Dr. Umar gonna pop up. I was gonna say, y'all seen Chet Hanks? Y'all seen Chet?
Chill out.
Y'all seen his son?
All right, here comes Shannon, the snow puppies. Black Kings forever. No puppies never. Stay focused. The 13th Amendment, we go actually explain the 13th Amendment and how it is enabling situations like Taylor Farms to take advantage of the prison labor pipeline. Then we also want to get into how felony.
You need to read.
Oh, that Caribbean, he's strong today. So,
Just let
felony
it flow. If you feel it, let it go.
disenfranchisement. So, felony disenfranchisement, it's bigger than just us. And how they use felonies to disenfranchise communities. So we want to go in and talk about, some of those things. And then we want to give you an update on the Wisconsin governor race. Yes, we're going to talk about it, but not in the aspect I think you all will talk about. Well, you would expect us to talk about it. We just want to talk about the unity breakfast. And it was something very, very interesting that I noticed at the unity breakfast. I want to see if anybody else noticed it. So we'll play a game with our we'll play a game with our audience if you can see what we're talking about. Identify something in this picture. But anything you want to add, Shannon, before you take us to break?
Man, there's nothing to add. I'm ready to get into the meat and potatoes, but first we got to do that appetizer, which is a good one as well. So I'm excited to be here and yap with you, Ray. But look, before we do that, we're going to go on break. Enjoy these next messages. You are listening to Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon at the lunch break. Look, I ain't even got no reason to not be able to talk. I just can't talk today. You are listening to Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon on the lunch break. You're listening to 101.7 The Truth, the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
Milwaukee, we need more leaders. If you're a man 24 or older, it's time to stop talking about change and be the change. Join the 100 Black Men of Milwaukee, where successful men come together to mentor youth, strengthen our community, and build the next generation of leaders. Your experience, your wisdom, your legacy, it all matters. Visit Milwaukee100.org, click membership, and apply today. 100 Black Men of Milwaukee. What they see is what they'll be.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress,
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
The P.
What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to your favorite time of the day, your lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Man, I almost started crip walking in there.
I definitely was looking for my shades. So I got to get my low rider.
Man. So yeah, y'all joining us. If you just joining us, we got a plate full. We got a menu full for y'all today. 833-212-1017. That is the number to dial if you want to join the conversation. You could also text that number as well. If you can't listen in your car or whatever, follow us on YouTube. Pull up the YouTube. Let's join the conversation. We're going to get into a lot of things. Shouts out to the chat. Jasmine West, good afternoon, cuz. Young Money, good afternoon, cuz. So shouts out to everybody, man. So we're going to get right into this with this appetizer. Shannon got a very interesting appetizer for us today. Shannon, what you got for us?
All right, so let's talk about the story that has a lot of people questioning how far money can get you and whether common courtesy disappears if you have a $300 million yacht. A small 21-foot, skiff ran out of fuel off the coast of Southeast Alaska on August 3rd. The people on board needed assistance, and the U.S. Coast Guard put out a marine assistance broadcast. So this is where things get interesting. Mark Zuckerberg's super yacht launch pad was reportedly closer to the stranded boat than the vessel that ultimately came to help out. Passengers aboard the Wilderness Legacy, a small cruise ship, say that their captain told them that Zuckerberg's yacht had been contacted, but no one responded. The cruise ship eventually stepped in, towed the stranded boat to safety, and helped them get refueled. Thankfully, everybody is okay. The passengers heard that a nearly 400-foot luxury yacht was reportedly nearby, while another vessel had to come to the rescue. Now, before we drag Mark, personally, there's an important part of this story. Zuckerberg and his wife reportedly were not on the yacht. That's what they're saying. But of course, all right. Anyways, a spokesperson says that the crew was monitoring a different radio channel, so they didn't even hear the Coast Guard's request until after assistance was already on the way. So they was doing something else. They ain't even know. That's what they trying to say. Well, yeah. The Coast Guard also determined that the boat was not technically in distress, meaning that the yacht was not legally required to assist. Just by them coming up with all these excuses make me feel like y'all was on that boat. Y'all just trying to cover every aspect. Like, we ain't really have to do it. And we wasn't even there if we could, honestly. And the people that was on it wasn't even listening to the same station. So
y'all ain't got no
problems.
problems.
That debate gets right. That's where the debate gets interesting, because legally obligated and morally obligated ain't always the same thing. If you have a massive yacht sitting nearby and another boat is stranded, should you help simply because you can? Or is it unfair to expect someone, even if someone with hundreds of millions of dollars, to stop what they're doing to help another vessel that needs assistance? Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. But the story does have people asking the question about wealth. When you have more than enough resources to help, does it create responsibility to help? So I want to know, if you had a $300 million yacht and you knew another boat nearby needed help, would you stop to help, or is that just not your problem? Not my problem.
They turned the engine.
Like, y'all can swim.
First of all,
they said
they called it the most, whatever they referred to it as, what they skirt, a scurf.
Yacht.
No, not the scurf, the small, a skiff.
They had a raft. Them people was on the
They on a 20-foot piece of log, 21-foot skiff.
They was on that stuff, like, you know, the pieces of branches you weave together with.
It was on a surfboard. Mark said, roll the windows up.
He said, don't look at them. Don't give them direct eye contact. They'll think we can save them.
He said, man, roll the windows
help
up.
the poor.
They ain't got no business out here on no surf. Mark was like, they got to be pirates.
Dog, I gotta look up what a skiff raft is because
Man.
21 I'm judging.
feet?
Dog said,
Man.
oh man,
That's
one of them little mugs.
That's like what?
That ain't nothing. That's little. Oh,
That's like 3 of me's laying down.
like a little paddle boat. Hold on.
Dang, do we got a picture of what a skiff look like? It just sounded disrespectful.
The ones I'm seeing don't look very
and what size
durable.
was
This
they
one don't even look like it could fit 3 people. They said it was a dog on there and everything.
He had
Sorry,
a
was having
400 foot luxury yacht versus a 21-foot skiff. He could have got like 30 skiffs in that month.
30 skiffs, man, 30. Shoot, he could have. He could have saved them. He could have picked up the Titanic.
Dawg said, we didn't get no message, but yeah, I'd help them people, man. Come on now. Come on.
Would
now.
you?
Yeah, I'd help them.
If you was worth millions and millions and you in Mark's position, a lot of people ain't messing with Mark right now.
See, that's why everybody ain't supposed to have money. Like I'd be a different type of billionaire. I would. Yeah, I'm like,
even if you know people do not mess with you.
Get those people in here and that skiff. Bring it on here.
Get their skiffy. Get them a new skiffy. Skiffies for everybody.
Get them a bigger skiff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd help these people, man. I think.
But you know what? I do think that's part of the reason people don't mess with him too, because he's not very personable. And I feel like when you're that type of billionaire, when you're personable and when you like do like little things like this could have like made him look so much better. Even like the excuses that were made, like, well, we weren't on there. Well, there was a crew on there. Like, what was y'all doing on a super yacht then? Tell me.
And first
I
of
was
all,
partying and doing blow. No, I'm just wanting to stop.
Whoa.
That's what y'all doing on there.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Ain't nobody just going out for a day on the river on a super yacht. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I done been to the promised land. I've been to Miami. I know what y'all doing.
I've been on the super yacht.
They had them twerking on the front. They had them partying in the back.
We drove past a couple skiffs, looking down at those undesirables.
Don't let them in. Undesirables. Don't let them get on here with their skiff and they dog.
Man. Yeah.
Let them eat cake.
I'd help them people, man. I think that's why people do be having problems with billionaires and so forth.
Yeah.
Because they don't do what's right with the money. I'm not one to tell anybody what they should do with their money. But to ignore a distress call, like, okay, sure, it may not have physically looked like something was wrong with their vessel or skiff, whatever we want to refer to it as, but it could have been a medical emergency, you know?
Exactly.
So to just ignore
any type of emergency, if they were that close to where like a whole cruise ship had to turn around and get them, like any type of emergency, it wouldn't have been that. I mean, it would have been a cool experience for them. I'm sure they wouldn't have minded you continue your yacht endeavors.
Right.
They could have stayed in the basement.
Right.
Like yachts are kind of big. You could have been like, listen, this is Mark's boat. Just be cool. And they probably would have been cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can only imagine how much security, with or without his wife and him being on there. I'm pretty sure that thing is riddled with security. It is super like.
Come on now. First of all,
they have no worries.
$350 million yacht. And like, why my yacht out without me on it? we got to have a conversation here. Like, was this a rental?
Exactly.
Did somebody, like, what's going on?
Exactly.
You don't just
That's
take,
why I'm like, it sounds like he's lying.
like, I don't know,
take
man.
a yacht for a
like, who
day
had
on
it
the
then?
river.
Maybe it was family members, you know, but.
And then they said they were monitoring a different channel. What?
Like, what? That because it was a party going on. What?
Yeah, it was monitoring a different channel. All right, they were trying to get. You know what? I was gonna say something outrageous. That ain't it ain't true. So I'm gonna keep it to myself. They were trying to see if that boat was coming with that stuff on it.
This not the boat we was expecting.
How far y'all away on that skip?
This is not the boat we was expecting to pull up. It's not the right vessel. Keep going.
Guru back in the chat. Guru is back on the chat. He said I was busy yesterday, so y'all had a day off. But as soon as I return, booger sugar baby.
Guru
Robert said Mark is bogus. Jasmine said I definitely help in a kayak. I know that's right.
Yeah, for sure, man. We family.
And Young Money said Crawley's at the head of the table. We gonna get into that a little later.
Yeah,
I think he's referring to
that picture.
You teasing a segment that we got coming up about the picture and what stood out to y'all about that.
Yeah, we're gonna play a game.
Right now.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Right now, we're talking about Mark cruising by the skift because he was on his $300 million super yacht and he ain't have time to be bothered with the pores. He said they'd be all right. That ain't exactly what he said. We actually read the real report, but now I'm ad-libbing right now. But anywho, we'll be right back after this break. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to the award-winning 1017 The Truth with Ray, Nitty, and maybe Shannon. If you have questions, comments, concerns, call us 833-212-1017.
Don't go anywhere. Milwaukee, it's Meet and Greet and Support the Youth by Coach Erica. Come shop with your local youth entrepreneurs Saturday, August 15th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at 4011 West Capitol Drive. Enjoy a day filled with fun, shopping, and building community together. That's August 15th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. 4011 West Capitol Drive. That's Meet and Greet and Support the Youth by Coach Erica this Saturday, August 15th. We hope to see you there.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to health care and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
What up, y'all? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Your favorite time of the day, your lunch break with Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon, DJ Brother Z. This is the lunch break crew holding us down, man. On the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Man, 833-212-1017 is the number to dial. Or you could text it. Text the number too. Ooh. Brother Z producing. I seen how that Truth logo just glazed across the top of the screen and came in the front.
Do that again. Hold on, I missed it. One more time.
I think it's probably when we come from break. You gotta pay attention next time.
Whoa, you seen it. I seen it.
He did it. Okay, that's what's happening.
I know that's right.
That was a nice appetizer, Shannon. That was nice.
I like this one.
I did.
I like that one more.
I did.
No, that was a nice appetizer, I will say.
Because what would people do? I know people say they would help, but would they?
Yeah.
And okay, let's put ourselves in Mark's shoes. Maybe he was or maybe he wasn't on the boat, on the yacht, right? Let's say Brother Z going crazy.
And I wasn't there.
I'll be having to hit the live button, that's why. But let's say there was a party going on. And there was some, potential nefarious activities taking place. Do you invite them on the boat?
You know what? Now that you said that, I be too deep in the TikTok trenches, and it's a thing called, this going somewhere. It's a thing called yachting, and I heard that the billionaires all partake in it. They invite like these celebrities on, like models and all this type of stuff, and they pay them millions of dollars to be on these boats doing nefarious activities. It's like a big Diddy party on water.
See?
I'm just saying. So maybe that's probably why he wasn't there and not answering Lions. Look, see, he said he wasn't there because they were doing some strange things. They couldn't get them people on the yacht without an NDA and a blindfold.
They like, we sinking. But no, they said they weren't in trouble. They said, at least they said they wasn't in trouble.
Right.
I wish there was some video of this.
I know. I wish.
I'd love to see the comparison.
On the 3rd, so.
I'd love to see images.
Man, we gotta look
yacht.
up a super yacht first of all, because I'm pretty sure a super yacht next to a skiff.
Yeah.
Let me look this up.
Yeah. Don't use AI because
I'm gonna use a real. I'm looking for Google. Google Images. Dog. Wait.
Send it to Z so he can show it. Send it to Z so we could
I'm gonna send it.
see
Hold
the
on,
difference.
wait. Dude.
833-212-1017 is the number to dial. 833-212-1017 is the number to dial if you just joined in the lunch break crew. We talking about Mark Zuckerberg right now. We about to wrap up our appetizer in a second, but we talking about Mark Zuckerberg on his $350 million yacht, which is about roughly 400 plus foot super yacht.
You can't
drove past
see the boat next to that one.
Drove past.
I swear you can't.
Or cruised past rather. A 21-foot skiff. And they had sent a distress signal in asking for help. And, they said, I ain't hear it. I ain't hear you. I ain't see what you was talking about.
They said they heard it when somebody already was coming. That's when they said they heard it. They said, I heard it. But that was when somebody already got y'all. See, I was going to come get you.
Oh, it's
But
like
somebody beat me to it. That's what they said, basically.
it was like, oh, we figured you was good. I had seen that the other folks had pulled up, so we just kept partying.
Mm-hmm. Oopsie.
Well,
bro, come on.
We had
Oh man.
we got some meat and potatoes. Let's get into some meat and potatoes now for the day, y'all. She said Shannon got
What?
They said Shannon got caps lock a lot of intel of yacht nefarious activities. Yeah, she got it from TikTok.
She got it from TikTok. Bro, do you see these pictures, Ray?
Let me see.
Oh, do you even see the little boat
no.
next to the yacht?
That's terrible. Oh my God, dog.
Bro, you can't even see that. They could have been like, we ain't even see it. Our bad.
That looked like the anchor for the yacht.
Hey, somebody said they left Rose and Jack on that Titanic door. That's exactly. Oh
my gosh, dog.
Oh, that's exactly what it looks like. That boat is so small next to this yacht. Like that yacht is like bigger than most. Like that's like a lakefront house on the water.
I'm just
that's
looking
huge.
at all my Facebook statuses right there. Every status I ever made right there on that water, just driving past them people.
Just drifting away, riding the clouds, roll away. That's what he did. And look at him. Eastside Corey is in the house. Show me some boats and yachts, 400 feet. He said, what do you do on that big shit? He probably lives on that thing like a floating island. Exactly. Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, y'all. We're gonna get into the meat and potatoes on our lunch break here, right? We want to talk about Taylor Farms and the prison labor pipeline. We got that video queued up. We had to no, not shit, not the fact check video. Not the fact check, the actual story real quick.
They be judging me, y'all. They judge you when you fact check around here.
These segments write themselves. But we're going to talk about Taylor Farms, right? One of the largest fresh produce suppliers, fresh produce. I hate how sometimes the American language is, there'll be a word that's spelt the same, you say it so many different ways. But anyway, fresh produce suppliers in the U.S. Has been documented contracting incarcerated labor through Arizona Correctional Industries, the for-profit arm of the state's Department of Corrections, Rehabilitation, and Reentry. I hope y'all we following me, right? Cool. We gonna walk this down. So, Taylor Farms paid the state of Arizona $4.75 an hour for each incarcerated worker, while incarcerated workers themselves were capped at earning just $1.50 an hour of that. Hope y'all listening. The company saved an estimated 70 to 90% versus market rate for labor costs. $70 to 90% versus the market rate for labor costs. So they paid the state. The state made more off the deal than the actual inmates. People like, this slavery. This is. We will get to that part as well too. So, this resurfaced in the news this month specifically because guess what? Taylor Farms is also the company at the center of the current. Help me with that word, Shannon. That's the explosive diarrhea stuff, right?
Yes, that the
Cyclospora.
bacteria that's causing explosive.
Cyclospora.
Cyclospora. Yeah, you got that. Cyclospora outbreak. There we go. We
all right, we'll run that video. Run that video, DJ Brother Z. So yeah, the video is explaining this. You talking? This is a fact check video or the actual video? Oh, so this video, when we was talking about this morning, we fact check a lot of things. So I was like, Shannon, read through the deck and see if you see anything. Shannon sent. No, this is not the fact check. Go ahead, play this one. I thought you said
why Taylor Farms didn't want their name in the news and why the federal government was so quick to say, oh, it was an accident. It was a false positive. Look here, folks. Slave labor. They've got a Department of Corrections contract in Arizona where they're paying inmates $1.25 an hour. But guess what? The Department of Corrections in Arizona, they're getting $4.75 per person per hour. Folks, you can't make this shit up.
Man, Taylor Farms, y'all. So we had to fact check it. We was doing what we could do. We was doing what we could do to make sure that we had the right information and we was bringing our cousins the right information. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So
we both independently fact checked in our own ways.
I'm telling you. So before we go to break, I want y'all to see how Shannon fact checks on the way to work.
Yes, Taylor Farms has been linked to using prison labor in Arizona through the state's Correctional Industries Program. They paid the state about $4.75 per hour, while inmates got up to $1.50 an hour, often called exploitative or slave labor, confirmed by Snopes and others from 2023 reports.
Don't go anywhere, y'all. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty and the rich one, maybe Shannon. We'll be right back after these messages.
I want the rich one.
Rich gang.
Don't go to that.
Educators Credit Union is more than a place to manage your money. They're where your financial possibilities take shape. They're more than transactions. They're conversations about your financial goals. More than numbers, they're community advocates who support free, local events that are accessible to all. They foster community because we are stronger together. Educators Credit Union is people helping people. Become a member at ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Get to shaking something, cause that's what drummer produced it for. Yes, I make mistakes that I don't ever make excuses for, like leaving girls that love me and constantly seducing hoes.
What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us on your lunch break on the award-winning 1017 The Truth with Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon. DJ Brother Z holding us down with the production and sound. We talking about slave pay. Legal slavery in this country. Talking about legal slavery in this country. Man, but what y'all just saw is how we fact-checked said legal slavery.
Bruh. Listen, I told you I'll be working just like them, so I gotta do whatever is most efficient. I be driving and talking to my car most days. I be like, listen, if I get this much sleep and wake up at this time, will I be able to take a shower in the morning? If I eat one meal a day, will I live? Like, I be, listen, me and my car locked in. When they was talking stuff about Elon, I was like, yeah, he a horrible person, but this Tesla gonna have to stay here. I need help. Drive itself, and then I talk to it on the way to where I'm going.
Listen, you get all kinds of things done in the whip.
Man, listen, I be eating, it be driving, and I be trying to figure out work. Like, hey,
is this like,
fact check this real quick? You be like, come on, man. Yeah, listen, I wouldn't drive past y'all if y'all was on a skip. Y'all got y'all can jump in.
I was like, Shannon got hella room in. I'm like, she got it all the way
My
back.
dog be in the back jamming. Listen.
I didn't see no feet near any pedals. Not at all.
You don't have to put your feet on the pedal. It was self-driving.
I'm like, dang. That's a mobile office.
Living my best life.
But yeah,
hey,
yo,
for real. That's literally what it be.
That was you know, these segments write themselves. But that's how Shannon was fact checking. But we want to talk about Taylor Farms. Once again, they was linked to the explosive diarrhea. And they are paying the state of Arizona $4.75 an hour for each incarcerated worker. While the incarcerated workers themselves were capped at earning $1.50 an hour of that. The company saved an estimated 70 to 90% versus market rate labor costs. So, we said it came back up because of the explosive diarrhea tied to the bagged salads. So the same company facing food safety crisis right now is also one with a documented history of underpaying incarcerated workers to process that food.
Yeah. And don't most of these problems, these bacterias or diseases come from unsanitary work conditions or them not cleaning them properly or some of their slave laborers just working such long hours. What I heard, you know, I didn't fact check this part, but they be going to the bathroom on themselves while working with y'all food, and then they send it off to a plant, and half the times it's rinsed off with the dirty wastewater. So it's like, you know, good luck.
Yep.
It just sucks because it's like, what can we eat around here? Look, I'm telling you, I was gonna go on a diet. I was gonna eat salads every day. That's what I was gonna do before this news broke.
Yeah. So let's what, bro? You read this comment.
Oh, what is this? What he
I'm
got
figuring
okay,
out how
Corey
to get the
Hardaway,
YouTube chat on the stream. Let me be.
Oh, nice. Nice. I like
Let's see what's
that.
going
Brother
on.
Z. Hey, he got the YouTube chat comments going on our screen. That's what we looking at right now. That's what just took us off guard. We was like, what's happening? We both were like, what is this?
I'm
Are
like,
we
what's
missing
happening?
something? But we're seeing because
Yeah,
what we would be doing when somebody said I was playing on my phone, we normally I normally I have to read the comments from my phone. So I'm like looking at YouTube on my phone and following our show run of show on the phone as well. But this, wow.
Yeah, that's nice. We stepping it up around here. So
This some 21st century doing something mean to it. My bad. Sorry. Sorry.
Why does it get so small? Pause. So at least 26 of the incarcerated workers contracted to Arizona companies, including Taylor Farms, had active ICE detainers. Some of the cheapest labor in this system may have been performed by people who couldn't even be legally employed anywhere else.
That's wild.
Let's think about this, right? ICE. They want everybody, get them gone. Let's round them up.
Until it's, we can use them.
Let's keep a couple of the strong ones.
That's probably literally what they saying. This want to be a good worker. Hey, but remember when that kid went to jail, the black kid that was with that high profile case, they literally he was fighting either life in prison or he was gonna be executed. And that's literally the argument his lawyer was saying, he's a good young strong man, he can put in some sweat equity. They really be like that. So they probably definitely was like, let's keep them in. They're good for sweat equity. They're nice, strong, young. Oh my God, dude. Don't let that system get a hold of y'all, because once it do, you're going to be up in there giving them sweat equity. No, let me stop.
I'm telling you. We have Miss Sandra. Let's go to Miss Sandra on the line. How you doing, cuz?
I am fine. How are we doing today?
We doing real good. We talking about this this slavery they still embarking and putting on our people and people.
Yeah, they call mass incarceration slavery by another name, mass incarceration. Did you ever see that documentary, The 13th, by
Absolutely.
Ava DuVernay?
Absolutely.
Well, it's a quick documentary, and it went through the whole system of how this is done. And after you start looking, you see mainly, especially black men, especially in Wisconsin, it's mainly black men that's locked up in jail.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be our armies, so they know how to do the black people, keep us from never getting to the top, because that's a fear. Because if we ever got to the top, we might want to take over. And so I have a son in prison. That's putting him into the prison. And I would go out there to see him. And you feel like the prisoner because, they got to search you. You can't wear a bra. You can't wear this, a low-cut this, or, like a cleavage. Like the women couldn't wear a cleavage. Yeah. But I would always put on like a jogging suit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go up there, I have to watch the white people with their lunch buckets, come out of there making the money off our children's body, Then I really get mad. And now that you can see, and this is all by this ALEC, A-L-E-C, and legislators that make up all these laws, and then all these stores we shop at, they in cahoots with it all, too. Mm-hmm. Not only the store you call, even the store, Walmart, for instance. So a lot of the stores we don't know. You have to research to find out. See, I had to because I've never experienced where I had, a child in prison. And none of my black family in prison, really. And when he stayed 22 years, he died in prison. He died on the ground.
Mm.
The autopsy say they found him on the floor. Yeah, and they wanted him to work. He says, I'm not going to work. He wouldn't work. So next minute I know they sent him up to Supermax. One man, Supermax, handcuffed, hand, feet, everything. Supermax, Baskerville. You ever heard of that one?
What was the last one you said? I heard Supermax, but I didn't hear the last thing you said.
It's called Baskerville. It's a Supermax.
Oh no, I'm not familiar with that one. No.
Yeah. I mean, he's one man. This is a supermax prison for real criminals. I'm simply saying, would you guys his hands tied down, you have him for 22 years? How can he be such a supermax? There's so much going on. Even this stuff with the CEOs, they make a lot of money. They get boats and airplanes, and Trump just got a brand new airplane, and they're talking about how he left his crew. But that's the game. It's all a big game and an agenda, and it's money, private prisons, private prisons, and all that.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Miss Sandra. Thank you, Miss Sandra, for calling in and sharing that. We do got a list of companies that use prison labor, and we ain't gonna share that right now. But yeah, let's take Al before we go to break. Al, how you doing? You
All
live
right.
with the lunch break?
Fine. You want to break the psychological warfare instead of black people getting in church, get into politics. You got money to give 30%, put it aside for your kids' college tuition and tell them get in there and have an FUB mentality. Get into politics. The people who got the gas station, they getting in politics and getting signatures out your goddamn neighborhood. The same way you get in church and say, oh, Lord, about to come get me. Get into politics and give them all kind of hell. Don't use religion. Use religion when they want to push dividends. Get into politics like you get in church. Get into politics like you read your Bible. Get into politics just like that one black man, and he's one bit of blackie who's keep calling about, ooh, you probably got to vote. Get into goddamn politics, and you can change all this MF and bullshit on the iced. How about that?
Don't go anywhere, y'all. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon.
Don't go anywhere. Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to health care and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through
my injuries, my not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy.
What up, y'all? What up? You just joining us. You punched in hour 2 with the lunch break crew on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon, DJ Brother Z holding us down with the production and sound. How y'all feeling, man? Hope y'all feeling good. Shannon, how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. We got to catch up on some of these comments, right? We didn't left the comments gone by. What do we say? They've gone astray. Look. So Jasmine Jazz said it's the pinky finger of the boats. I think we was talking about the skiff.
Dang. the skiff.
Pinky finger of the skiff. Corey Haywood said the cartoon characters of you guys are pretty good. Trump is trying to bring slavery back, I think. Where does all that money go off the back of incarcerated people? Chicken fruit in the hot sun? What's chicken fruit? Taylor Farms ought to be ashamed of themselves, I think he meant to say. Guru said they also keep the highways and streets clean with the chain gangs. Streets be clean though. I mean, some of the streets be clean. Jasmine Jazzwest said they about to go under for this. I hope they do too. But I feel like it's kind of known a lot of these places are using slave labor and they don't go under. They're always somehow saved or it just gets forgotten about, or they move it like to private, and they got their ways around things.
Yeah.
Corey said the hardest part about enjoying your show is as soon as I take a big bite or a big gulp, y'all say something so crazy I spit up all over myself. Try not to laugh or cry. What you driving, girl? I drive a Tesla. Sir Chon said, yep, y'all heard Pastor Al preaching raw and particularly uncut NC-17 style up out of the 53206. And Jazz says, I love Al. We love Al too. We love we love all our cousins, man. We love y'all in the chat. We love when y'all call us and share what y'all feel. And like Ray said, when Al right, I'll be right.
Yeah. Man, so we talking about the prison labor pipeline that has been going on and companies that have been taking advantage of it. And right now we're talking about Taylor Farms, who has been linked to the explosive diarrhea. Yes, this company has been linked to the explosive diarrhea. And as Shannon mentioned earlier in hour 1, a lot of times when we have these outbreaks in explosive diarrheas is because of unsanitary working conditions and so forth. Ironic enough? No. Is it ironic that the prison system is getting complaints about the living conditions, and then they probably send folks out to work and whatever that case may be? But we said this hour we wanted to talk about some of the companies, just to mention some of them that has, used prison labor. One more comment that just came in says Wisconsin has inmates working farms. I could believe it.
Yep.
I'm going to just share with y'all a couple companies. It's just a couple that use it. So this is major retailers and grocery chains. Walmart, Target, ding, 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 Kroger, Aldi's, Costco, Whole Foods. These are just a couple.
No, not Aldi's.
These are just a couple. Fast food and restaurant chains. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Chipotle, Domino's. Popular brands found in these stores: Coca-Cola, Ballpark hot dogs, Frosted Flakes, Gold Medal flour. So, just a couple companies, some of our favorite companies that takes advantage of this prison / slavery type labor. And we're going to get into the 13th Amendment, which allows this to actually take place. And we're going to break that down. But real quick, let's go to Winky Blue on the line. Winky, how you doing? You live with the Lunch Break crew.
Hey, how you doing, my man?
How you doing, brother?
All right, I was just sitting here getting me a bite to eat, and I said, let me chime in on this prison piece. Listen, we all understand what's going on. So you can't beat them with talking about it. You either have to become an investor along with them, because Lena Taylor actually tried to fight that right here in our state, right here locally. Men that were working below wages, and I think she got a little movement on that. I don't know what the outcome of that was, but I can remember her addressing that issue. And you look at people like Tommy Thompson. Well, his wife does all of the commissary for what she used to. I don't know if she still does it. All the commissary for the prisons here in the state of Wisconsin. I mean, that's a multi-million-dollar industry right there by itself, just the commissary with the inmates. And I hear Miss what's her name? She always calls in about her son that was locked up in Bosco. I understand that, but we got to understand what the nature of his crime was. It's not always because he was a bad person. It might be for his safety to go to a maximum security. It's like Walpon's greenhouse before there was real maximum security lockdown joints for your security. We don't know the nature of his crime. His crime might have warranted his butt to be put there for his own safety. You know, it might seem harsh, but hey, man, we're trying to keep you alive, Jack, so we're going to put you here. And I hear her talk about that all the time. But anyways, I'll tell you one thing, man, that this prison, this industrial prison deal is a serious thing. When you got outside people that are coming into this country that are actually taking jobs out of the hands of the American people, guess what, man? When we get out of jail, most of the time, us black folk, we only qualify for vocational jobs. We don't qualify for higher educational jobs. So those jobs, when a man is released out of prison, there is none. So he finds himself at a temporary service, which he don't get no action because, the foreigners are running the temporary service. Now, the white boys own the temporary services, but they're allowing them to run it. And they send their people out every day, like religiously, to a job site. But me and you, we're going to have to sit there and wait to get chose, wait to get called back. Then they send us and work us for about 4 or 5 days, and then when they lay us off and call us back, but they send their people constantly, persistently. That's how they got the new cars. That's why they coming into your north side neighborhoods, buying up everything. Mexicans buying it up. It ain't just, and the Arabs is buying up commercial and trying to buy everything they can buy, because he that owns the land will definitely rule the continent that they own, the properties that they own in that continent. So we need to realize that they not just coming and getting new cars and we running around here in 2004 Volvos and they driving brand new cars, because they're using our system, the very system that me and you deserve to use. And I know I'm talking too long, man. Let me get on out of here. But that prison deal, what'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought somebody said something. When our guys and our women get out of jail, they mostly only qualify for vocational jobs. And we don't have them because they're given away already. They don't have higher education.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Brother Winky. Appreciate it, Brother Winky, calling in. I would, once again, I would like for us to do a lot of research on these things. I heard Brother Winky say a lot of things. I'm not going to speak on what Miss Sandra's son situation was because we don't know. So I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not even going to comment on it. I know she's somebody who's dealing with the prison system and her son is in it. So I'm not qualified to dive into that part of it. Yeah, I'll just do some research, man. I know everybody is entitled to their opinion. But let's keep going on this, right? Arizona's correction agency told fact checkers it does not currently maintain an active contract with Taylor Farms as of this, as we put this together here. The clearest documentation on record dates to 2019 to 2023. Taylor Farms did not respond to requests for comment. And like we said, Taylor Farms is not alone. You got Hickman's Egg Farms. You have Nature Sweet. And then you have a call center company, Tela Verde, have all been documented to using the same Arizona prison labor pipeline. So it's a lot, y'all. We got a couple comments in the chat. Wisco J said not true at all. I'm assuming Wisco is referring to what Winky was saying. He said Winky is one of those spewing right-wing propaganda. Winky, land the plane, bro. We all said because it's be funny. So is that the foreigner's fault or the one doing the hiring? Come on now, Winky Wink. Who said that? Never mind. Get your hand out my pocket. Brother, cousin Guru always on something. So
Guru is back.
Winky is okay, I see what they talking about there. Appreciate the education, y'all. But yeah, man, 833-212-1017, that is the number to dial. 833-212-1017 is the number to dial. You can text that number as well. We are talking about the prison labor pipeline and how is this able to be happening right now in this country. Essentially, you have inmates. Did they change the word to properly address, in a more humane way? Yeah. Residents that are incarcerated, they're getting paid essentially $150 an hour, and states are getting paid $475 an hour. When we come back, we'll talk about the 13th Amendment and how this is allowing things like this to happen. So don't go anywhere. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do.
What up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. You now tuned into the lunch break with Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon, DJ Brother Z holding us down with the production and sound. We talking the prison labor pipeline, companies that are taking advantage of it, and what is allowing that to actually happen. And we gonna do our best to try to explain this with you all, right? 833-212-1017. That's the number to dial if you would like to join the conversation. You could also text that number as well. Please like, share, subscribe. Bring somebody to lunch with you, man. Let's have a lunch date, man. Bring somebody up to the table. We need to have this conversation.
Let's do it.
Let's do it,
Give
right?
us a call, man. Also, we got a few comments in the chat, Ray. It looks like somebody said conversations with Francisco, right? Yeah, Franco's. He said because the country was built off slavery, that is why this is able to happen. They never wanted to end slavery. Somebody agreed with Guru saying yes. Guru said,
leave Guru alone.
should we read that one?
No.
Just
We're not dealing
skip
with
it.
Guru
Okay.
today.
That's what we got. So because the country was built off slavery, this is why this is able to happen. They never wanted it to end, which is actually very true, because when they did end slavery, people were just like, oh yeah, y'all can go out and be free, but people also didn't know where to go and what to do. And then they start just making like anything illegal that Black people were doing, and that way they could put them back into the system, and then now you're back in jail working again for free. Like they made, I think it was like not having a job illegal or something like that when they ended slavery. But of course, if you just got off a plantation, where do you get a job? What is life outside of this? Like they didn't even give them a chance to figure out life. And then that's how a lot of Black people ended right back up into a system, and basically where slavery was legal, if I'm not mistaken.
You are not mistaken. And just so nobody is mistaken, here are some of the companies that we mentioned that, use that prison labor pipeline. Walmart, Target, Kroger, Aldi's, Costco, Whole Foods, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Chipotle, Domino's, Coca-Cola, Ballpark Hot Dogs, Frosted Flakes, Gold Medal Flour. That's just a few. It's more. It's way more. But that's just a few. We're going to get into the 13th Amendment and how this allows this to happen. But before we do that, let's talk to Miss Charlotte, Cousin Charlotte. How you doing? You live with the Lunch Break crew?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
This is a very important topic because I think a lot of Black people don't know that most prisons are contracted out to private. The biggest runner of prisons in the United States is a company called Wackenhut. And they use they have security services, they say, but they manage a lot of prisons. And so this is the way that the state can say, well, we're not responsible for the slave labor because it's contracted out. And I used to lecture young people and tell them, every time you do something stupid, you're a cash cow. Prison is very, very lucrative. It's a very big industry. Between the contracts to run the prison and the side contracts for the forks and spoons and toilets, it's big money. It's big money. And I want young people to think about that. You commit a felony, Susie goes to college. You're a cash cow. So I'm glad you are bringing this up because people need to know it's not the state that's running the prisons. It's private contractors. And that way the state can wash their hands of anything that goes on. So remember that. It's a very good topic.
Thank you, Miss Charlotte, for calling in. Part of the Lunch Break family. Appreciate you. Yes, states do contract with private prisons. They do contract with private prisons. I think we talked about that on this show as well. We also talked about how Wisconsin at the time, we exported a lot of our residents to Texas, if I wasn't mistaken.
Yeah. I was literally just about to ask about that clip. Like, yo, we might need that clip, because that was actually a very good conversation as well when we brought that up about how much money goes into it. She's right. Like, it's important that they know, like, every time you commit a crime, you literally a money sign to these people. They like, oh, we're getting our beds full.
Man.
Yay.
Money bags. Money bags. Yep. So one of the places we exported a lot of our residents to was in Texas. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Governor Tommy Thompson who had some ties to said private prison, which is crazy.
Like I said,
they
have their ways around stuff. They like, they'll be like, oh, we don't own any da da da, but then they cousin do in a different state, but somehow all the prisoners out there. Wait.
Right.
Man.
So
Sneaky.
I'm telling you, the 13th Amendment. Who was that? That was Miss Sandra that called in and brought up the 13th Amendment and the documentary called The 13th. I do recommend, if you haven't, go check out that documentary. Go check it out. Check it out when you get some time. Maybe after lunch. Check it out. So here's the actual text, right? Ratified in December 1865, the 13th Amendment reads, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. Except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. I'm going to read the whole thing just so we hear it. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. So the amendment didn't abolish slavery outright. It never abolished it outright. It abolished slavery except as for a punishment for a crime. That's in the 13th Amendment. So that has remained fully intact for over 150 years. 833-212-1017. That's the number to dial. 833-212-1017. That's the number to dial. Prison labor pipeline. Legal slavery in our countries, in our states, in our cities. Black bodies, brown bodies, all bodies. I'm going to read it one more time for him, Shannon.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Ratified in December 1865, the 13th Amendment reads, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. They like, it's going to remain here.
Mm-hmm. Long as they convicted of a crime, they could be a slave.
Long as we book them.
Is that in plain? Is that plain terms.
Long as we book them. Hook them and book
Book
them.
them, we took them. That's why they talk about that sweet sweat equity. I felt so, like, hearing that in 2026, it just felt so gross. And, like, the boy was so young. Like, he was, like, I want to say, like, 18. He couldn't be more than 25 years old. And that's how they were that was their leverage of keeping him alive. They wanted to execute him. The crime he committed, yes, committed a crime. He should be in jail. But just to hear, though, the way that they spoke about a human, it's just like, this is 2026, and they're like, we can get some really good sweat equity. He's a hard worker, a young man,
I'm
strong. Like, Jesus.
I'm telling you.
Like, I thought they was about to show us his teeth. Look, let me got some good teeth in there too. Like, God.
Start examining him like he was in the NFL combine.
That's how it felt for real.
Like he was on the block. Like how they used to examine the slaves.
That's exactly what it felt like. And I feel like for anybody that like has any type of like understanding of what that looked like, that's what it felt like for him. Because like it went viral because of the wording that was used by his lawyer, but his lawyer was trying to do him a service. That was literally how they were able to keep that man alive. He up in there giving he's giving that sweet sweat equity. But we got a caller. We got Ken on the line. Ken, how you doing?
Hey, I'm blessed. How y'all doing?
We doing good, cousin Ken.
Good.
All right. So, I have a success story, so to speak, but it started out, I was one of the youngest people to actually be sent to prison. I was like 15. I was 14 when they sentenced me, but they held me till I was 15. They sent me to prison. So working in there, they had Badger State Industries. Look that up. Look up and see how much their net worth is and how much they make. And then they had Bob Barker, who, same Bob Barker from the TV show. He make all the toothbrush, all the mattresses, all that stuff. Man, listen, it's so real. They when they say it's cheaper to send you to college than to prison, it is. But that's the money isn't in solving the problems, y'all. If that was the case, then every black kid out here, they'd give them the cure for sickle cell because they got the cure. They got it. It just cost $100 million. And they know it's only black kids who go through that. So the cure is not, it's not giving you what you want. It's not solving the crimes. It's none of that, bro. It's a business. It's a $100 billion business. It's not just a business. It's not just, this has been going on for longer than any of us could even understand. And I'm 47. So, and of course, I've gone through life, got my record clean, all that. I'm doing good. But that's not the point. The point is they would rather throw you away than to educate you or reform you. That's all I want to let y'all know, bro.
I appreciate that information, cousin Ken. I pulled up Badger State Industries real quick just so folks could get a quick idea of what Badger State Industries is. It is a state-run program, so it's not a private or publicly traded company, but it is a state-ran program operated under the Bureau of Correctional Enterprises within the Wisconsin Department of Corrections, functioning on annual operational revenues and statutory mandates rather than equity. So who owns it is the state of Wisconsin, the Department of Corrections. Annual revenue generally fluctuates around $20 million gross, depending on state and military contracts. So that is Badger Industries. Let's go to break. We got to go to break, y'all. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
Don't go anywhere. Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org.
Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to health care and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Ladies, y'all ready to go shopping? Neiman Marcus on me and all that. Yeah.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the award-winning 1017 The Truth. This is the Lunch Break crew. Ray Nitty, maybe Shannon, DJ Brother Z holding us down with the production and sound. Shannon, they just brought something to the table real quick. I got to serve it up to our cousins, if you don't mind.
Of course. What's on the menu?
Looking to discover and support local businesses in our community? Then make sure you tune in every Friday at 8 a.m. to Truth in the Morning with Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman for What the Business Is, powered by We Energies. Each week you'll hear from local business owners as they share what their business is, where they're located, and one valuable lesson they've learned along the way. We Energies is proud to help power local businesses in the communities they serve. Don't miss What the Business Is every Friday at 8 a.m. only on Truth in the Morning with Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman, powered by We Energies, delivering the energy that powers local business.
Yeah.
Right now, we're talking about how the prisoners power in business.
Hello. Let's kick it to the chat. It looks like we got a few comments that we might have glazed over. We got Young Money said Michelle Alexander's book, The New Jim Crow, also goes over the 13th Amendment and how it relates to Black incarceration. Jasmine Jazz West said licking they chops at sweat equity. That's exactly how I view it. I bet they be salivating. They be like, this is some good sweat equity. He gonna be alive at least another 100 years. He gonna work this one. Anywho, Corey said it gets an average of 120 degrees in Arizona. Can you imagine working in that hot sun all day with explosive diarrhea, pennies on the dollar? How? Sorry, pennies on the dollar for pennies on the dollar. How? How are you dead? White folks ask us why we so angry. Vincent said, where is my 40 acres? Wisco J said, just to play devil's advocate, a lot of first world countries have prison labor. Not that I condone it. I'm just saying America is not the only country doing it. Guru said, more money in treating than curing. and Sir Chauncey, yeah, same, yeah. Yep, he's spot on about Bob Barker. Products being manufactured, then distributed throughout the prison system, including but certainly not limited to just the state, but the Bureau of Fed prisons. So yeah.
Man,
I couldn't imagine working in that hot sun all like that is nasty work. 100-something degrees.
Man.
And you want my sweet sweat equity?
I'm telling you.
Look, hey, go ahead. Hey, put me on death row, boss. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You still gotta get out there.
I ain't even gonna fight for life.
You
I
still
ain't the one
gotta
to
get
put in
out there.
prison.
You want to get sent to the
Hey.
hole.
Hey, I ain't the one they want to. They don't want to take me to trial for nothing like that. Like you gotta stay in here, sweet sweat equity till you die, or you going? Hey, we might as well end this now.
Man,
Hey,
I'm telling you.
hey, boss, I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all might as well wrap this up.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Who's that? Big
I'ma
Mike.
tell you
Big
like
Mike used to say
this.
that. Shouts out Big Mike, man. Yeah, y'all, we talking about the 13th Amendment and how it actually created the framework for legal slavery in our country today. We want to raise minimum wage.
Man.
We want to raise minimum wage to 20. But do people feel like, oh, they just inmates? Why do they need to get fair pay?
I mean, they also have y'all seen how much a care package is?
They overpricing for all of this stuff.
Oh my God.
A cheese.
Look, oh my God.
They hired in Vegas.
Listen.
You thought Vegas was expensive?
Vegas
Go to
prices
jail.
high. Yeah.
Go try to get you a cheeseburger.
A $10 water bottle is something out here. They're gonna charge you $20 in jail. You're gonna be drinking that diarrhea water.
Man, what
and
batteries?
To listen to a CD player, stuff that we don't even want no more, stuff that Dollar Tree barely even sell. Yeah,
Man.
sweet sweat equity. But just to speak to what West Coast Jay said, he did say that other countries have prison labor. He doesn't condone it, but he was just saying America isn't the only place. But I think the point that we're making right now is that Black people are more often subjected to this because of the laws and the way things are set up. Is that not kind of what we tap dancing on over here? So like we said not too long ago, back when slavery is the word abolished? Yes, abolished.
Sure.
Yeah. Back when slavery, quote unquote, was supposed to end, what ended up happening is they made these laws like that were impossible for Black people to even abide by. Like, well, if you don't have a job, you're going to jail. And it's like, okay, well, most Black people just got out of slavery. So where should I start? Where do I get a job? So literally throwing them back into the system. So I think that's pretty much what we skating on.
Nope.
Yeah,
100%.
aside from
we talking about how that exception has actually been used. So what Shannon is referring to, y'all, is immediately after the Civil War, Southern states exploited those laws that she's talking about, those loopholes through, it was called black codes.
Yep.
Black codes. And mass arrests of newly freed Black people for vague offenses like vagrancy, not having a job. Then leased those prisoners labor to plantations and companies in a system historians called convict leasing.
Yep.
Which functioned as slavery. Right.
Just
by
fancier
another
slavery.
name.
Easy. Yeah. And then like it just takes me to like other things. Like so many things are rooted in racism and like the backs of Black people in America that people don't even realize. Like when they be like, dang, Black Americans can't swim. Like, I don't know when I did this research. I'll have to obviously double check that. But when they did like the white flight and stuff, they said most of the community pools in Black neighborhoods, most of the pools that existed, they basically like covered it in cement, so Black people didn't even get that chance. So obviously that's another thing passed down from generation to generation. It's a lot of things that happen in our community that we just don't like. We just know it's happening, but we don't really understand the why until you start doing the digging, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. Like everything, small or large, it's literally by design, and we can't just glaze over it. So Chauncey said that they got MP3 players now, and they also now have access to computers to send emails now to loved ones throughout both state and federal businesses.
Yep. But a burger still costs a kidney.
Look, I remember my nephew went in jail. He said, send me some money for a Culver's burger. I was like, I can't just send you a burger in the mail. That's kind of expensive, boss.
And
Look,
then I correct me if I'm wrong. Like, isn't it like a cap on like how much you can send somebody a day or something?
It like depends where they are.
too sure.
Okay. I
But
remember
most places, yes.
I remember the homie Chad used to tell me that in some places that they had a cap on how much money they could receive a day.
They said we don't want these. We don't need them balling out of control.
I think
up
some
in here
places
now.
have a cap how much you can receive in general.
Yeah. So today, the same constitutional exception is why prisoners can be required to work, often for pennies an hour or nothing at all, without the wage, safety, or workplace protection that applies to every other worker in America. Why? Because in December 1865, the 13th Amendment states, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist in this country, the United States of America. Don't go anywhere, y'all. This is The Lunch Break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Don't go anywhere. Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life.
SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is a Missy Elliott exclusive.
What up, y'all? What up? Welcome back to the lunch break with Ray, Nitty, maybe Shannon. DJ Brother Z holding us down with the production and sound. 833-212-1017 is the number to dial. 833-212-1017 is the number to dial. You can text it too. Chime in on YouTube. Add some seasoning to what we cooking. We want to feel what y'all got coming. That's crazy. But anyway. Yeah, go ahead, Shannon.
Hey, at least you know what you know. We just go on there, glaze over that, and read some comments. Look,
moving on.
Moving onward.
So yeah, we said
Robert Lance.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Robert Lance said everything is all connected. Wesco J said, and I can't swim because I can't get my perm wet. If we want to talk about black hair too, that'll be a whole nother subject and how racism drives that and how we feel about our hair. But we can go there because I know you was trying to be funny. They have a cap so they can't prey on or run schemes on their inmates. It helps keep the peace for the most part. Jasmine Jazz West laughed. I'm sorry. What was you saying?
That was a lot of comments. It was a lot to digest.
Lots of digest.
But we did have a caller over the break, and they wanted us to share that some places have a cap on how much residents can spend in a day as well. So, because there's I guess people with huge business accounts and stuff in there, and I don't know. I guess that's another way of bribery, I guess, and getting control of the. You could give somebody some Twinkies, I guess. That's a little less.
So when you're in jail, the smallest thing actually can be used as contraband or as a way to bargain, because you got people in there that don't have the basic necessities. And when you got soap bars stacked to the ceiling and honey buns, you know what I'm saying? You'll be the man in that camp. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got honey buns for days. I got noodles and jailhouse burritos for all. You might be president of the prison. So I could understand a little bit. It's the way to keep the peace, but yeah, there's caps on a lot of things in there.
So let's talk about scale, right? Prison labor produced an estimated $11 billion worth of goods and services. This is in 2022 alone, spanning from agriculture, manufacturing, call centers, and more. $11 billion. Man. Hey, I wonder how much the state taxes itself on its revenue. For real.
We got to do some digging. We got to do some digging on that.
Because you want to tax me if I make $1,001 to knock me back down humble. I know they say it's a small percent. But they getting $11 billion. Look, you know what? That's not fair to put on the state. Our state isn't getting $11 billion. Let me clear that up. But the prison labor produced an estimated $11 billion worth of goods and services in 2022 alone, spanning from agriculture, manufacturing, call centers, and more. Roughly 24 states have since amended their own state constitutions to remove similar language. But the federal 13th Amendment itself has never been changed, meaning the underlying national loophole remains. I wonder what state still has that loophole in. You know we're going to have to dig it up.
We don't have to. We got to give it to our cousins. We got to listen. We brought it up. We got to give it for our cousins.
We're going to have to
Can't
dig
leave
it
our
up.
cousins hanging.
So, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the legal slavery that is happening right now in the prison industry in our country and what allows it to do that, which is the 13th Amendment that we've been going over. Just to give y'all some of the numbers again, what brought this up was Taylor Farms paid state of Arizona $4.75 an hour for each incarcerated worker, while the incarcerated workers themselves were capped at earning just $1.50 an hour of that. The company saved an estimated 70 to 90% versus market value. These were things that had been put in place through things called black codes since after the Civil War, immediately after the Civil War, where they mass arrested black people for vague offenses like vagrancy, not having a job. And that's crazy to say, you don't got a job, boy, so I'm going to arrest you.
Like, I just retired from slavery. What do you mean? God dang. Let me get a day off. I didn't even get a pension or nothing.
I wasn't even getting paid. Like, what do you mean? I don't have a job. I ain't never
got no PTO.
I ain't got no job, girl. Like, what? What do you mean? I ain't got no tail, girl. What do you mean? You arrested me for not having a job, fresh out of slavery, fam.
Fresh out. Man, I tell you what, I'm sneaky. Look, that's what they
Oh
is.
my God.
It's sneaky, I tell you.
I feel like we get some text messages on the chat, man. Let me
And then we get these people that don't realize how we America really is set up for us to fail, and they want to be like, oh, you guys have a victim mindset and this and that. Like, if you actually do your research and figure out why everything is the way it is, you will know it's not a victim mindset. It is what it is. Like, can you continue on with life? Yes. Can you try to fight against it? Yes. But to just flat out ignore history is wild, or to blame us for the history or the cards we were dealt, crazy.
Man, I'm looking on the text line, and we got a text says, loophole is expunged when you pardon, and that will cut down the legal slavery. Think about it. A pardon ain't sugar, honey, iced tea. I bet you we know who sent that text. Without expunge. And also said, the Bible also added to slavery because it dumbs down black people. If you keep black people dumb, they will never use their own power. So, yeah, we're talking about the legal slavery that's going on in our prison systems and how the 13th Amendment amends that. I know we wanted to talk about which states amended their own stuff. See if I can pull that up, Shannon. Shannon, what you got for us real quick while I pull this up?
No, I was just thinking how, like, these companies are so greedy. Like, we want livable wages, and like, because y'all yelling about livable wages, they just took it to the jails and was like, we could pay these people $4 an hour. That is insanely greedy. We got people riding around in $300 million yachts, while we got others that will never see that type of money in their lifetime. And these are the same people that are like, we need to save just a little more money instead of giving these overworked, underpaid people that are free the money that they deserve and they work hard for. Let's just kick it off to the prisons and work these sweet sweat equity workers for what, $1 an hour in 120-degree weather while they experiencing explosive diarrhea all over our lettuce. Why not? It's just like the world is an evil place. He said, "Listen, I gotta keep my yacht up."
I got the states, Shannon.
Let's hear it.
How many states you think it is, actually?
All of them. Probably 48.
How many? No, I'm talking about that removed the exception clause.
Oh, that removed it? Probably 2. Probably 2. Yeah.
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states that has did it. Colorado in 2018, Nebraska in 2020, Alabama in 2022, Oregon in 2022, Tennessee in 2022, and Vermont in 2022. Additional states continue to introduce or consider similar ballot initiatives and legislative measures to close these loopholes in their respective states' governing documents. Man, know what's going on, y'all. Know what's going on. We left a couple grapes on the table for the lunch, so we're going to pick them at the grapevine on the other side of this hour. So don't go anywhere, y'all. I'm going to be holding it down for Manon on the grapevine. But Shannon, what you got for us? Take us home.
Man, make sure you guys follow us on Facebook. We are The Lunch Break. Join our crew. We are growing a community over there on Facebook, The Lunch Break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon, of course. Follow your host, Ray Nitty, at Ray Nitty across all platforms, RAYNITTI. And follow me, maybe Shannon, MAYBESHANNON _ across all platforms. And don't forget, you can always give us a call at 833-212-1017. And you can join the chat and watch us live in studio. And that's all of our shows at 1017 The Truth. You are listening to the award-winning 1017 The Truth. We out.
We out.